cavity while you're a patient in my practice, I'm not doing my job. That's a huge statement, isn't it? So he actually works on the pH and controlling the pH to control the bacteria and encourage good bacterial growth by probiotics. Now, how many of you have heard of Evora? The oral probiotic. So we have to start really educating ourselves about what's out there. You know, if we can simply control pH with some baking soda rinse, I mean, it's that easy. Little litmus strip, test the pH, brush with some baking soda. Okay, I didn't hear you all go, because in some groups they do, they're like, oh my gosh, baking soda, it's so abrasive. Actually, some of the toothpaste that we have on the market are more abrasive than brushing with baking soda alone. So back to bacteria. If we get a above threshold report, the report will clearly tell you, if you're above threshold, with which bacteria are above, which antibiotics to use, how many days to use, and what therapy you might want to include in your recommendation. It may say Arrestin, it may say antimicrobial rinses, antimicrobial rinses. Say disruption of biofilm. It may say use metronidazole and Cipro for a particular regimen. Now the thing about this is that you need to understand your pharmacology. That class that you're like, seriously? Isn't the book going to tell me? How many of you actually look up the medications that the patients tell you they're taking? I had 1, 2, come on up.
Well, if I don't know it.
Actually, I had another one back there. Come on up. You're welcome. I got to say. All right.
Stephanie, you might as well just walk up there and get some.
All right.
No.
That's how it's done.
The medications that they take, I encourage you, even if you know what they are, you need to look them up in relationship to the other stuff that they're taking too. Because there are times that we get interactions that they impact what our protocol might be with them. We need to understand that when they're, this may recommend that they take metronidazole. The other word for metronidazole is what? Flagyl. What can you not do?
Drink alcohol.
0 alcohol. No rinse. Because what's going to happen? They're going to throw up. Okay? Yeah? And they got to be watching cold medications.
My own mother-in-law did that. Put her on that for test. She went home and drank a beer.
Oh! Oops.
I told her not to, but she did it anyway.
So there are certain medications that we have to be really aware of. This will tell you clearly what you should be taking. You have to make sure that you put their complete medical history on here in order for them to know, if we've got things going on that some medications are contraindicated. So like this one says, office periodontal therapy protocols to disrupt biofilm and reduce pathogens. Scaling and replaning. A systemic antibiotic option to augment therapy at clinician's discretion. A clinician to determine use of local